Welcome to Red Fracture TV. I, as always, am your host, Sean Chappell. Week 7 is in the can as we head into the Christmas break, and I'm actually looking forward to taking a bit of a break over the next couple of days, even though my overbearing drive to succeed is telling me to keep on pushing. I think, after almost 50 days of hard push, that I deserve a bit of a breather. And I hope that all of you will find time to do the same. You know, have some turkey, get together with friends and family, have a few drinks, get irritated with friends and family, lose your temper with friends and family, then fight with friends and family. Christmas. Good times. If you haven't watched The Ref yet with Dennis Leary, please do it before you see your family this holiday season. It's a good way to prevent before getting together with them. Now let's see what the past week held for Red Fracture, shall we? As part of my investigation into the world of making money as a self-employed artist, I've started reaching out to actual self-employed artists for advice. Rob Croxford was first on my list, and if I needed a better example of an artist who reflects his work and whose work reflects him, I'd be hard-pressed to find one. If you don't know of Rob Croxford, then you will, of course, momentarily. Kitty and I met Rob at the Toronto Outdoor Art Fair 2 years ago, and not only was his art memorable, but so was he. Funny, punny, entertaining, quick with a retort, and smart as a whip is how I describe Rob and his work. His current investigative series, Sign Language, uses old store signage and current pop culture references to make creative statements that are nothing short of brilliant. They actually make me a little jealous that I didn't think of it first. Rob takes the painting medium to a whole new level. And if you don't know of his work, take a moment after the video and follow the link in the description below to check it out. Then buy something. An original Rob Croxford is worth owning. This is only a small one. We're going to get something bigger one day. Guaranteed. He and I had a great chat over Facebook Messenger for about an hour and a half, and we talked about everything. How he got started, where he's heading now, his revenue streams, where he sees himself in the future, how the art scene has changed in the 15 years that he's been self-employed, and the dynamics, of course, of social media. In fact, I think our conversation probably would have just kept rolling if the microphone in his phone hadn't cut out on us. I believe that was the cosmic universe telling us to bring the conversation to a close. If there's one thing that I could pull from our conversation to bring to your attention, it was the notion of be true to yourself. In my previous video, I had mentioned toying with the idea of changing my work to appeal to the tattoo market. This was completely wrong, and Rob corrected me on that. I am better off to stick with my original vision and find the market that will enjoy my work rather than pandering just to make a buck. It's disingenuous and ultimately will make Red Fracture into just another day job rather than something that I'm passionate about, and that I don't want. Rob, thank you for chatting with me, good sir. I'm sorry that we're not closer together so that we could easily meet in person, but Kitty and I will be visiting your show in February, for sure. So make sure that the riot police have been notified in advance. See you then. Something that I'm struggling with is how to define the value of Red Fracture. And this is in direct relation to the business proposal I'm writing for the Waterloo Region Small Business Center. I have to be able to define my business's value proposition. It's a cornerstone of figuring out the rest of my business proposal. And at the moment, it's become a philosophical debate I'm having with myself. Who am I? What do I really want? What do I actually produce? Am I a clothier? Am I a working artist? Am I trying to break into the comics industry with my sketch covers? Exactly what am I trying to deliver to my customers, and what is its value? Value is one of those words that comes up in a lot of the resources I've digested over the last couple of years. From books to TED Talks to podcasts, the notion of value comes up a lot. But it is never very well defined. And for me, it's now taking on the cloak of an annoying buzzword that people use when they don't have something more specific to talk about. As Buffy the Vampire would say, could you vague that up a bit for me? But I digress. After a lot of reflection, listening to Simon Sinek's Find Your Why, having some great conversations with other professionals, I'm at a point now where I'm getting a clearer picture of what I do, what I want, and the value it brings to the world at large. Am I an artist? Yes. Am I just an artist? No. Do I have more to offer? Yes. Well, what? That is the question I have to answer now. When I can answer that, I'll understand the value Red Fracture is bringing to the community, and I'll be able to bring my business proposal into sharp focus. At this point, I'm toying with the idea that art is the medium through which I operate, but an artist is not what I am. My interests in self-actualization, protecting the environment, creating engaging materials, and my growing connection to community have me delving deeper into a definition of myself. I'm not just a guy who draws and paints pictures. I'm offering something broader than that, and that is what I need to figure out now. More on that soon. Stay organized. Time management has become a huge necessity now that I am working for myself. I don't have a regular 9-to-5 schedule to keep. I don't have a boss to chase me up. I'm not accountable to anyone but me. All my time is mine, and I have to be the scheduler now too. It's a good thing that I had a system in place before I jumped ship, isn't it? I personally like to keep a weekly written log and notes on my wall in front of my computer. I find the act of writing something down helps me remember better than recording it into an electronic document. For me, this is crucial because I live in my head a lot, and the ability to quick reference my to-do list is a must. I'm a visual guy. I need a visual reference. I've tried electronic means such as Excel spreadsheets and calendars on my phone, and I continually gravitate back to writing things in a physical planner. It's just better for me. For you, the process may be different, especially if you're younger than me and were brought up with electronics around you all the time. From cell phones as personal assistants to the whole Google suite of tools such as Google Calendar, to setting up digital alarms, to social media scheduling apps like TweetDeck, there are a million ways to keep yourself organized in the modern world. The real trick, now that you're on your way to entrepreneurial mastery, is to figure out which way works for you and make it happen. When it comes to scheduling, I would suggest putting your goals in order of importance and sticking to the script as much as possible. Record names, numbers, emails, and locations of where you're going in the next week or month even. Some goals will have deadlines. Make sure to record those too. Others may be open-ended and can afford to be pushed off for a while if an emergency pops up. For instance, I missed doing a sketch cover this week. Why? Because my car died. Is my car more important than a weekly sketch cover challenge? Yes. Can I get to Christmas dinner with my folks now? Yes. Can I reschedule my sketch cover? Of course. Will I try to do 2 this week? Yes. Will I put that in the schedule? You betcha. There's a lot to do as a self-employed business person, and having a way to organize all your data and your activities in an easy to reference format is a really important part of the plan. And I stress easy. Don't make it too complicated. I have one book. Don't make it too expensive. It cost me $10. Make it something you want to do, not a laborious chore. One of my core tenets is it's supposed to be fun. If it stops being fun, then it's time to change tactics. Stay organized. It's how I made the time to shoot and edit this video, and it'll help you in whatever you're trying to do as well. For now, that is all. Thanks for watching. Oh, and one last thing. Merry Christmas from Red Fracture TV and me, Sean Chappell. Here's hoping that you have a happy and safe holiday season, and we'll see you in 2020. Bye for now.